There's no telling what's going to happen between now and August. There's already been some wild things happen. We'll just keep them in the vault.
Like what?
We're just going to keep them in the vault, and we'll just let them trickle out. Like Lauren is wild.
I am not.
She is. It's not a bad thing.
I am wild. I have wild hairs. There's a difference.
She has a lot of wild hairs.
No, I have some wild hairs.
I'm like, here we go.
When Feral Lauren does not get does not get time to come out and play, and it's been too long.
That's true.
She gets a little antsy.
Yeah.
And then, so we have to let her out of her cage every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
But those times have become fewer and far between. I've learned I can also feel it coming on.
I wonder when Feral Daidrie is going to come out.
Pretty soon.
Matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome to Kitty Whispers.
The update episode.
Summer edition.
Yes. So
it's been a month.
It has been a month. I'm sorry. We've had a lot going on, and we've just decided to do a little revamping and do a hiatus. And
to our listeners, and just kind of say that we weren't trying to disappear. You know, we're kind of changing locations on where we record, and Daidrie and I both, I think it's really important we try to talk about mental health and about the importance of checking in and self-awareness this entire, journey that we've been on. And, but, we want to be transparent in that. And I think that, we obviously, if y'all have been listening, y'all know that we both have gone through some pretty big breakups and life changes lately. And we realized that the direction, in order for us to stay in tune with the direction of our life and where we want it to go, that sometimes it just takes taking a step back, taking stock of where it is and where we are. Mm-hmm. And that is exactly what we're doing with our podcast. So, but we do realize that we just kind of,
when am I?
Yep. And so we're going to be going through, we're going to be kind of cleaning up our previous seasons and keep making sure that everything is a representation of not only our journey, but also who we are and where we're going. Yep. And that is why we want to bring y'all quality content and have that. And we just realized that in order for us to do that, we got to kind of to hit pause and focus.
Hit pause, refocus. Both of us are, you're busy with the girls and summer and things like that. I'm kind of in the transition of starting a new job role and getting acclimated with all of that. And so we just decided, let's kind of go back to the drawing board, clean things up, do a little updates on our branding. And so we plan to kick back off in August.
Yeah. I mean, I think that it's first and foremost, it's, we are people, right? We have our lives, and we also are best friends. And the podcast is so much fun for us to do. And it is a lot of energy. Mm-hmm. And we realize that.
Well, and I think with like everything that the breakups and what we were going through, I think it kind of got to the point where it was like, it became a little more draining because we were just kind of rehashing.
Well, I mean, I think maybe, but also, I mean, I do want to say though that our last episode, is it Blame It on the Alcohol? I think that episode, it may have been because I also had an appointment with my therapist that day, and I had some really poignant conversations and stuff. But that was an episode that helped me get over it. Honestly, it kind of helped me put things into terms where I was like, okay, I've processed this. Mm-hmm. And so, but we also don't want y'all, I mean, we don't want to just keep going through it.
Rehashing.
And
I don't want to give airtime to the person that doesn't deserve it.
Yeah, for sure. I 100%, really.
And so I think we just decided let's kind of internally work on those things, and then we're going to pick back up in August and have all kinds of new updates because we both have fun things coming up and
fun things going on,
trips and
I mean, life is good. It's not like the step back is for anything like for cause for concern between myself or Daidrie or about our lives. If anything, it's a good thing. We're going to really kind of focus on where we are. We are in different places in our lives than when we started the podcast. We are in different places than where we were 6 months ago and 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And so it's like, well, you can't go through real life stuff like that without kind of going, wait a second, well, where am I going now? We got a clean slate. We got a fresh start. What are we going to do with it? So
exactly,
we want to do that with the podcast. So, we do apologize for just kind of stepping away abruptly, but we hope that this kind of answers some of those questions on where we are, and hopefully you guys will stay subscribed so that y'all can see the new episodes, and we'll be putting out new branding stuff
and branding, new content, and then we'll be kind of re-uploading as we clean up kind of our different seasons and episodes. We'll be re-uploading those, so you'll be seeing those published. But yeah, we just wanted to give y'all a little update.
Yeah, but just know that in the meantime, we're working on our fitness.
Yeah, we are.
We're both still going strong. Daidrie's now started working with a personal trainer again too. And
honestly, this week has probably been the first time in a while that I've just felt like myself again, I guess you could say, like driven and motivated and excited, and
I love that.
Just feeling back to myself. And so that's what I was needing.
Yeah, that's good. Definitely. One makes me happy to hear as your best friend and co-producer. Like I said, for me, really, it was after that last episode that I kind of felt like I exhausted myself through it. So for me, I've been kind of just moving that direction, being the best plant mom that I could possibly be.
She's really leaning into the gardening.
It's so amazing. And I won't even get started because Daidrie had to listen to it the other day when we went swimming and hung out with her brother. He and I
talked about it for hours. I was literally just like doing my own thing.
She looked so bored.
I love horticulture. I'm all about plants. In fact, the new office that I just moved into, my mom was like, y'all should get some plants. And Casey, who's working, I'm in her office, she was like, that'll be all Daidrie because the plant will die. So I was like, well, maybe I'll get us a snake plant in the corner.
Those do well.
Yeah.
But yeah, my garden's taking off. That's been fun. Working out, like she said earlier, busy with the kids and mom life, and really just kind of thankful to the further way that I get from the change, even though it was abrupted, it was exactly what I needed. And I feel like that's where you are too, that we're just, when you realize that certain people and actions and things are so toxic and you get the opportunity to, even though like cancer, get it removed, you're like, thank God.
Exactly.
Thank God. So.
Exactly. And then, even after now that I'm feeling better and feeling myself, and honestly, I guess reflecting back on the last year and the person that I was in a relationship with, it's like, was I just oblivious to, I think I was so hyper focused on thinking, oh, this is my depression, that now I'm like, no, it was the relationship.
Yeah.
That I felt like was sucking I think I was just needing to get into a better mindset and headspace, but then I was so worried about making that work that it just kept me in this space of not moving forward or healing or focusing on myself because I was trying to make someone else happy. And so it's nice to kind of reflect on that. And then,
yeah, I think it definitely, from the outside, it felt like it was keeping you in a rut.
Such in a rut.
Of not being able to focus or at least see the positive of the other good things that you had going on in your life because you were so consumed with that.
Yes.
And for myself also, really, when you become so consumed with trying to make something work or make someone else happy, you, especially when you're empathetic and in tune and trying.
Exactly. And that's where people pleasers, I always do more and more and more for everyone else around me than I do for myself. And so I think I had to come back and be like,
our cup was bone dry.
Fucking dry.
But it's not anymore.
No.
So,
because I'm focusing on myself and what I got going on and happiness. And honestly, I felt great this week.
That's awesome. I feel really good this week too.
Yeah. Been sleeping decent. I need to turn my sleep app on, see how that snoring's going, but
yeah,
I'm hoping that's
stop. I got a new fan, and so I can't sleep with my sleep app on because it thinks that I have sleep apnea the entire time because of the fan.
Because of the fan.
So I'm just trusting that I have a good night's sleep. Really, that's it. But yeah, I mean, I'm feeling good. Things are going to be really, really good even in a couple more months. And that's what, we're really going to come back and have more of a game plan on planning out our episodes. We're actually going to have a true, like, real studio section of where we're going to.
So excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be so cute.
We're going to be able to bring on more quality, better content that is more suited for not just so focused on dating. I mean,
us and our day to day and week to week,
more on topics. And I think those have always been our highest listened episodes. There's whenever we have topics, or we're a shit show, but
we're mostly a shit show.
We're still gonna have both of that,
though.
A little
makes
wild,
us fun,
wild hair every once in a while,
exactly. And then I have a trip coming up, which. I'm so looking forward to it.
It's going to be so great.
Key West. I need to tell you this story.
Okay.
I might have already told you this, but I figured the listeners may want to listen and hear this story too, because I was like, this is wild. Okay, so my brother and his husband, they own a home in Martha's Vineyard. Well, they rent their property out for the summer. And so generally my brother would be working in Boston, and so they would stay in Boston. Well, he left his job. So he's like, well, for the summer, let's rent a house in Key West. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, okay, bougies. But then I was kind of pumped because I'm like, I'll be there as soon as I can. Anyway, so I'm assuming Key West has like a pretty large, like, gay community. And so I was FaceTiming with which he FaceTimes me like every day. My brother does. He's a little bored. Like today, he said it's raining. And so he can't get out and do things. I'm like, just relax. He can never just be still and relax. Like I said, why don't you just take this time to enjoy the rainy day? And he just goes, oh. I was like, okay. So, but he was, okay. So I'm going in a couple of weeks, and he's telling me about this country club he joined. And I'm like,
okay, first of all, your brother seems to always find the clubs of like country clubs, spas, saunas.
Yeah. And they're always the fucking creepy ones.
He found another one.
Just wait. So apparently this is men only. So then I was like, wait. So I'm coming there to visit. It has all these amenities and I can't attend. And he was like, no, Day. It's like it is a gay country club. And I'm like, well, fine. Okay. So, and it's clothing optional. They have like a gym, they have a pool, like all the things. And I'm like, oh, okay.
So it's just a bunch of sweaty butts running around.
But he said, and obviously the gym, you have to wear clothes.
Oh, okay.
So he goes,
could you imagine watching
just naked men working out? And and what's funny is he joined this club while his husband, Simon, was still in Martha's Vineyard. And so he went and toured it himself, and he's being shown around, and they go into the sauna shower area, and he was like, straight up, we walked into to tour the spa area, and there was dudes just like giving each other blowy jays out in the open. And I'm like, this is fucking wild. That is wild. And I said, I guess I won't be attending this country club.
I feel like maybe that's a clue for listeners out there that if you're in a heterosexual quote unquote relationship and your partner says, I'm joining an all men gym and sauna.
Red flag.
This is not the first time that I've heard this.
And then they do I don't know. I hate to say rub and tug circles, but it wouldn't shock me. But yeah, he said that they go to the pool and you can just be naked. And I'm like, you're just balls out at the pool? You're going to get skin cancer on your pee-pee. You better be lathering that thing up with some sunscreen.
Are they not indoor? They have to be indoor.
No, it's like indoor. I think they have all the things. And so he's like, Day, I just love my routine. I get up, I go to get my cappuccino. I go to the gym. And then he just gets naked and goes lay it out at the pool. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I said, well, we're going to change that routine whenever I'm here.
Yeah, just so you know, you're not going to be going the whole time.
I'm not invited to this club, so...
oh, wow.
But I was just like, wow. So, yes, ladies, if your husband ever says...
Or boyfriend, or live-in,
or boyfriend,
or
whatever
whoever
it is, it's like, oh, I'm joining this only men's... You know what they're doing.
Yeah, and don't think he would never do that.
He 100% would do that. But I love that my brother has gone there and found this like little community, and he's made friends. He's very much, he has to have that, you know.
I'm glad he seems like he found his community.
Well, and what's funny is he reached out to Simon, his husband, and he's like, are you trying to ask me for a hall pass? And he was like, well, I mean, no.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but it's like, I guess it's Pride Month, and I'm going to be there during Pride Month, so I think there'll be a lot of fun stuff going on.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm looking forward to going to Key West.
Yeah, that's going to be good. Taking the girls just to a quick little beach thing for 4th of July.
That'll be fun.
They have more, I don't know how my children have managed to have busier calendars than I do, but now my calendar.
And it's just going to get worse the older
Oh,
they get.
It's so much. And she was like, Mom, do you not my oldest? Because she has practices and camps and you name it and volunteering work.
Which it's good. The busier they are, the better.
I love. But she's like, Mom, how come you don't remember? And I'm like, because I have not only yours, but your sister's and mine, plus work, plus like you name it. And
so much.
And I was like, so when Daidrie kind of approached me with this idea of like, hey, we're going to change, obviously we're changing our space. What are we going to do? How do you feel about us taking some time off? I was like, honestly, this is something that would be really good for us because we can just breathe, get through it without juggling. It got to a point where both of us were feeling like we were letting the other one down because one was like towards the last part, I was having to carry a lot of the brunt of the editing and the stuff, and she was doing it real heavy a couple months before that. And so we just were like, look, we really want to find a system that works, and we don't want it to be stressed and constantly rescheduling. I mean, we've been trying to schedule this episode for a week. So
yeah, we told y'all we'd have an update last week. False alarm.
We did go to the casino though and have a lot of fun together.
We had so much fun, and I won money. I was shocked.
She did win. I played for free for a long time, but then I ended up losing because I don't know how to walk away.
Oh, no,
obviously.
If I would have been there, I'd have been like, it's time.
I was up, and then I just like my relationships. I don't know when to quit sometimes, I guess.
Same.
But but it was still a lot of fun. And and I realized after the fact, I was like, well, I actually ended up like drinking and everything for free because I was using the money that I was winning. We went for Lena, the medium, for her birthday.
Yeah, it was so fun.
It was, and we've had some pool days, and we're gonna have some fun times and plenty of things to fill y'all in on when we get back.
Yeah. There's no telling what's going to happen between now and August. There's already been some wild things happen. We'll just keep them in the vault.
Like what?
We're just going to keep them in the vault, and we'll just let them trickle out. Like Lauren is wild.
I am not.
She is. It's not a bad thing.
I am wild. I have wild hairs. There's a difference.
She has a lot of wild hairs.
No, I have some wild hairs. That they come out when Feral Lauren,
I know when they're coming out. Like when you tell me, hey, I'm going to stop in here, I'm like, here we go.
When Feral Lauren does not get time to come out and play, and it's been too long.
That's true.
She gets a little antsy.
Yeah.
And then, so we have to let her out of her cage every once in a while.
Uh-huh.
But those times have become fewer and far between. I've learned I can also feel it coming on.
I wonder when Feral Daidrie's going to come out.
Pretty soon.
I hope so. I've kind of just been like, meh.
No, I felt like it was going to, and then you got sick. So it's only...
It's a matter of time.
It's a matter of time.
Well, and that's the thing. I've been having like old flames pop in and out. And I'm like, you know what? I want something new.
Yeah.
I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go that. I want new and fresh and exciting. Like if I'm
energy.
Yeah.
Me too.
Been there, done that.
Felt like I manifested that one for myself.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to go back to the drawing board with old people that even if was nothing wrong with them, I was like, the old flame burnt me out on old flames forever and ever and ever.
Yes.
And it'll never ever be.
Well, and I've had so much shitty old flames doing shitty, saying mean things. I'm like, fuck y'all.
Yeah. So anyway, new blood, fresh blood.
New blood is on the horizon.
Can't wait for yours.
She's getting there. No, I'm good. She's still dry as the Sahara Desert downstairs. I did invest in some new vibrators. Me and Lauren went to the sex store the other day.
Yeah.
Because mine just died. And it wasn't from overuse. I think I had a lemon.
She says that.
So we went and I restocked my vibrators. Let me tell you, the wand I got, aggressive. On the lower level. I'm like, this is a lot.
You better keep it on the lower level.
I'm going to have to. It's going to desensitize
That's
me.
what I'm going to say. Yeah.
I'm like, this is way more higher powered than on the low level than my high level of my other one.
Much better than any of the more recent, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, just know that we're out there doing our thing.
We are. We're just living our hood rat lives.
I'm living my hood rat life, being in my
We're
garden.
being professionals during the day. We're being homemakers
during the week.
During the week. And then Lauren's already kind of on the prowl of her wild hairs.
No, ma'am.
But I'm getting there.
No, ma'am. I was not on the prowl.
I will say I will not be downloading any dating apps. I want everything to be met authentically.
Yeah, everything organic and introductions. And that's how, like, it's not a thing because I'm so far from wanting to, like, be involved with somebody. But it is nice to, like, be entertained, right? And my kids were gone for camp for a week, and I spent 4 out of 5 of those nights at home playing in my garden and my yard.
She was literally painting rocks to deter the birds from eating her veggies.
Yeah, I picked 2 cucumbers and 4 tomatoes yesterday.
Jesus.
And I have a squash growing and a cucumber. Yo, well, she likes plants. Listen to her.
Hey, you know what? Bride squash is my specialty.
Is it?
I will fuck up some I can make you. You will literally be like, where have you been all my life?
I already say that.
We bread it with cornmeal. We do a little Lowry's. We do it in a skillet.
I've done that. Yeah, it's going to be a while, the squashes. But yeah, that was my entertainment for 4 of those 5 nights. Okay?
I get it.
Those were with my children far away. I could have been wild.
I had the whole house to myself the other night. You know what? Or the last weekend. You want to know what I did? I smoked joints by myself out on the patio. I listened to a book that was like, what is it called?
Something wild?
Wild Love. So it's like good, but like sexual. So I would like get a little stoned and then like
steamy.
Yeah, listen to the steamy book. And then I decided to take up diamond.art. So I had a whole house to myself. And that's what I chose to do with my time. But I didn't hate it. And I masturbated.
No, I love that for you. And that's what I was saying. Like 4 out of those 5 nights, I think I hung out with like you.
I think it's honestly, I think we're go constantly. So whenever we do have the downtime, it's nice to just do downtime.
Yeah. My friend, he came over to the house. I was like, listen, my children have been gone. I've been living like a just bachelor all week. I've not been having to do anything. Mm-hmm. Please excuse the mess. Like, just know that I've not cared. I have no idea what we're going to walk into. And then we walk in and the coffee table is literally covered in paper with probably 30 cans of paint. And I have little ceramic mushrooms and a unicorn that I had painted, like a stepping stone rock and a dollhouse shit. Just all of this stuff is all over. And and the rocks, that she was referring to, we're all on the table, and he goes, "Oh, are those all of your kids' crafts? I thought you said your kids were gone for the week." And I was like, "Oh, they are.
Those are mine.
Those are my crafts." So, just kidding. I didn't say it like that. I was like, "Those are my crafts." Sir. I was like, "Those are mine." But yeah,
those are mine.
Those are mine. All that's mine. I know it looks like a 5-year-old's, but it's mine.
You know what I think I'm gonna do after this?
What?
I think I'm going to order Thai food and go pick it up. And then I was supposed to go have dinner with a couple of people, but I don't want to do that.
I would feel jealous, but I had pad thai for lunch with my dad.
That's what I'm thinking I want.
It was real good.
Beef pad thai.
It was real good.
Sounds bomb. Or do I want green curry?
I'm sure you'll figure it out. I had spring rolls and chicken pad thai.
Maybe I should get both and then I can eat on them tomorrow too.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Duh. But yeah, so anyway, just know that we love y'all.
Yeah, we have this update coming out, and then we're gonna be taking new pictures, and so we'll kind of just be posting things here and there, but just don't expect a new episode till probably August.
But don't forget about us. Stay subscribed and watching our social media channels, and
we'll probably repost old reels, and
definitely going to be in the meantime working on some new content and becoming the best versions of ourselves, and it's going to be great.
We're coming for you bitches.
Yeah, we are.
Just kidding. But we hope you'll have a wonderful rest of the summer.
Yes, do the most.
Do the most and the least at the same time.
Yes, exactly. Best advice ever. Do the most and the least.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Well, we will catch y'all very, very soon. And thank you always for y'all support.
Yeah. Love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.